My name is Louie Bello, and you're watching Anthony Shaves the World. Funny seeing you in this place. You're looking like you're doing great. Know it's been a while since the good old days, babe. Well, you were never the prom queen, and I was never on the football team. I wonder why we stuck around anyway. Nothing keeping us here now. Spray this town with a dust cloud. Hey, let's take my Chevy out tonight. You call a friend and I'll call mine. We can even let him drive and take the back seat. Turn the Alpine way up high. Kiss this little town goodbye. Throw your hands up in the sky. We can drive to Tennessee.
I'm here in what the locals call the It City, Nashville, Tennessee. It's known for its southern hospitality, great food, and even greater music. And what do you get when you combine that great music with great barbering? You get Stephen Mason's barbershop, the Handsomizer. Tell me about the space though, because it's a small space.
Yeah.
With so much character.
Well, thanks. Finished barber school and I wasn't sure, was I going to rent a chair somewhere, or was I going to start my own thing? And it's pretty daunting, especially when, just out of barber school, learning your craft for the first time, trying to get people in the chair and just get good at what you're doing. Man, the last thing I wanted to do was to have to manage multiple chairs.
Right.
So the idea of doing a big thing it just felt like too much to worry about. So the band, we bought this building years ago, and we had this little closet in the back with our merch and t-shirts and CDs. My wife was like, well, what about that closet in the back of the rehearsal space? And I was like, it'll never work. It just doesn't sound. And of course we got here and I was like, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
This is a space connected to another space.
Yeah.
Tell me about the other space.
So I traveled, gosh, I guess this is 24 years with the band Jars of Clay. We, I guess in about 2004, 2005, we bought this building. It's kind of outside the fairgrounds here in Nashville. We just used it for rehearsal space and hold our gear when we weren't on the road. And yeah, I mean, then it turned into kind of studio space where we could record, and we made a few records here. And we always had this vision for it to be this kind of creative community, kind of commons where, different people would be interacting with each other. And it worked out really well. And again, my wife saw it miles ahead of me that if I put the barbershop in here, it'd be a good orbit of a lot of different folks, and it never fails. Every now and again, Matt and Charlie, two of the guys that I played with in Jars of Clay, their studios upstairs that are connected to it, they'll have somebody in who's just new to town, songwriter, and they're like, dude, can I get a haircut? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, come on. So it's cool. Because every once in a while I'll block off 2 hours, Matt will be like, hey, could you come up and play some bass on this thing? I'm like, yeah, I got it, all right.
So there's probably a very, very small group of people who don't know who Jars of Clay are. How many studio albums?
Oh gosh, I mean, 14, maybe 15 studio albums. I mean, we started in 1994, which was great. We were just a year into college, and when you don't time these things, they just kind of happen when they do. And moved to Nashville, started writing and recording. Worked with Adrian Bello on that first record. Helped us dial in our thing. We didn't know anything about what we were doing. We just kind of hit on something, and it seemed to work. And he helped guide that process. But yeah, 1994 started this thing and immediately hit the road.
We're talking a great career. Grammys, you guys won Grammys. How does somebody in that field transition over into the barbering?
Well, for so many years where we would write songs and things we were passionate about, and then we'd record them. The idea of kind of doing a musician for hire kind of thing just felt a little less connected. I think I wanted to find something else that had those pieces of the quan for me, like my quan. And the connection with the client, you're like a lay counselor, therapist, you play music all day if you want, you know. A lot of great opportunities to just be around the things I love, and also, again, to go back to that dignity piece of just elevating, you know, somebody comes in and they don't know what they want, they don't know how to, you know, but to leave them kind of elevated and excited, that's the juice.
If I can't swim after 40 days and my mind is crushed by the crashing waves, lift me up so high that I cannot hold, lift me up, lift me up when I'm falling.
I'm a little bit insecure about my facial expressions. Dude.
Yeah.